Coming up on Going Deep, we walk through the portal from childhood to adulthood. We're all gonna learn how to tie our shoes. It's gonna be awesome. This is a how-to show about things you think you know how to do. Because simple things are more complex than they seem. I'm David Reese. Let's do this. If you're like me, you probably learned how to tie your shoes when you were like 5 or 6, and you were just Mr. Big Guy tying your shoes. And you probably actually haven't even thought about it or changed your technique in all the years since you first learned how to do it. Kid, that's why you're such a mess. You're still tying all your shoes the same way with the same stupid knot that you learned when you were a kid, and that shoelace doesn't work half the time, so you're double knotting it and triple knotting it and pulling it too tight and hurting your foot, and the shoelace is breaking off in your own hands. I'm sick of it, and I'm gonna learn how to tie my shoes the best way for every shoe I own, for every activity I engage in, and for every hot date that I may or may not go on, depending on how my luck changes in the next couple months. You're gonna watch this episode about how to tie your shoes. As long as I'm weakening my shoelaces by putting knots in them, I needed to find the strongest possible knot. I wanted to learn how to tie a knot that I could stake my life on. Right behind you, Dr. Blitz. I went and visited Dr. Neal Blitz, who's a surgeon who ties knots all the time. And something you need to understand about surgical knots, these knots are like going inside your body sometimes, like in your, I don't know, like your liver. Those knots have to be strong knots. Because if those knots fail, like your guts are falling apart inside your own body. Dr. Blitz showed me how to tie a surgical knot. We used one of his assistants. We pretended she was having foot surgery. I'm about to tear up this foot with my knives. I'm just kidding. Put this weird fake skin on top of her foot. I went into total medical game face mode. So that's step 1. What's that step called?
Step 1.
Perfect. The surgeon's knot is just like Mike's square knot. But after you've tied it, you use the loose ends to tie another knot on top of it, which locks it in place.
I'm impressed. Look at that. You got it. So you actually did it pretty good.
Yeah?
Now add some real surgery and some blood and see how you do.
Let's do it. Where's the real blood? The surgeon's knot can hold your guts together, it can hold your skin together. But can it achieve the highest calling of a knot? Can it hold your shoe together? Look at that. It's totally locked in place. Problem with the surgeon's knot is, this knot is brutal. It will not come untied. Can I borrow this?
Of course.
Now this pickup has little teeth on it, so it's going to shred the knot a little.
So basically, my visit to Dr. Blitz was a huge mistake. So this is a horrible knot for tying shoes.
Correct.
I mean, it has principles that I like, but in terms of ease of undoing it, the surgeon's knot is less than ideal. Choose a knot that can be tightened, locked, and untied.
So you're having a lot of trouble there. Good luck.
I had an awesome day with Professor Shoelace, but by the end of the day, my feet hurt. So what I did was I got an x-ray of my foot. I took it to my best buddy, Dr. Blitz. I said, take a look at this x-ray. Is there something wrong with my feet?
Your bone, if you notice here, comes out a little bit. You see that?
Yeah.
So, you know, you're maybe on the way to getting a bunion, maybe.
Everybody look at this bunion. Now, this isn't my bunion, but I couldn't get a bunion like this if I keep wearing shoes because shoes are basically bunion factories. Shoes are bad, but I don't know what to think about shoes. I mean, I had to find out.